Welcome to Chair Yoga. We'll begin by sitting nice and tall in our chair, about 3/4 of the way into the chair and feet on the earth. Take a few breaths here to prepare the body for its work today. And then bring the hands down by your side and circle your wrists, wiggle your fingers, and let's go in the other direction. And then we'll lift the arms up overhead and rain the fingers back down. Take the fingers to your shoulders and let's just circle here and reverse it. Relax the hands again and turn the head from one side, center, to the other, and center. Maybe look down and look up and center. Let's take the nose into a circle and in the other direction. And pause and just see how your neck feels and your shoulders feel. Hands on your hips, let's pick up one foot and circle the ankle. Working through our joints here, circle in the other direction and point and flex. And lower that foot down, other foot comes up and we circle. And circle in the other direction. Place that foot down, sit tall again, lift the foot, take it out to the side, bring it on back in. So part of our work is strengthening the body. Let's go to the other side. Lift and lower, strengthening the muscles in the leg and the hip here. And the other part of our practice is to stretch it out. Take the hands up, reach out of one side, reach out of the other. And then once again, bring the fingers to your shoulders and let's bring the elbows forward and take them back. Squeeze the back, pull the belly in, forward and back. One more. And then releasing the fingers down once again, mountain in the chair, sitting a little taller now, and breathing from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Nice long inhales and long controlled exhales. And then coming about halfway into the chair, lean just a little bit forward. You can place your hands on your thighs or they could be at your side. And we're going to come up out of the chair, stand tall. And then we're going to lower carefully back down into the chair. So you could be here with the hands on the thigh or at your side. You could place one hand on the chair to guide you. And then place that hand back and guide you back down. Using the legs though here to do this work in the body. Strengthening our legs. Next time you come up, stay. Sink the hips back as if you were going to sit down. Bring the arms forward into our chair pose here today. Hold your chair and you could bring the hands up over your ears, alongside your ears, and then draw that energy in from, once again, the base of the spine all the way to the crown. And then reach all the way up, stand tall, reach out of one side and reach out of the other. And then pause, rain the fingers down. And once again, give those shoulders a little work here by rolling them around and rolling them back. Bring your elbows up. I'm going to turn a little sideways so you can see here. We're going to take that elbow back and down and around. So we're making a circle with our elbow. And then let's try it on the other side. So we make that circle, getting a little deeper into the joint of the shoulder. And then bring it down. I'm going to bring my chair to the side of my mat and use it For stability, as we go through our practice, standing in mountain pose, take the feet a little wider than your hips, one hand up and one hand down. Keep the shoulders over the hips as you do this. We're going to reach down and reach up. It's a small movement, just an inch down, an inch up. Just see how that strengthens the muscles in the side body as you lift back up. And then bring one other hand up, the other hand, the opposite hand down. Just stretch through those arms. Once again, check in with your shoulders over your hips. And then we dip down, we reach up. We dip down, we reach up. So we're stretching the side we're bending away from, and we're strengthening the obliques on the other side. And then we come to mountain, step the feet parallel. Check in with your breath. For this next one, I'm going to place a hand on the chair. Nice, easy resting of the hand there, no gripping. I'm going to take the other arm out into that goddess type pose, bending at the elbow. And then we're going to take the same side leg and we're going to lift it out to the side here. And then how much you want to lift the leg or dip the arm is up to you. How far do you need to go before you start to feel that crunch in the obliques, strengthening this side, stretching on the other side. So we strengthen and we stretch at the same time. One more. And then pause and release. So if you're going over to the other side, you could be facing your chair like this, the arm out, or you could be facing like this. Arm's going to be in that right angle here, and we're going to turn the toes out, bring that knee up and dip and reach. Again, the hand rests on the chair for stability, because we're working more today with our strength and our stretch. One more. And then come to mountain. Notice your breath. Deep breaths, long exhales. So now we're going to, again, face the chair. Step one foot back and other foot forward. Bend into that forward knee. You might lift the heel of that back foot. And we're going to come into a lunge pose here. Arms can come up and work on our stability. And then we bring the arms down and step that foot in. And let's go to the other side. Stepping back. Holding here or raising the arms. Drawing the abs in for stability if your arms are up. And then bring it down, step it back in. We're going to go to the other side again. This time we're going to keep the foot flat. I turn mine out at a 45-degree angle. Bend into the knee closest to the chair. And we can start here in our lunge. And then bring the hands down either to the chair or your leg. And you start to straighten that front leg as you lean out over it. Keep the back long. Be careful of your chair. My chair's kind of high, so I got to be careful I don't hit it. And then come on back up. So to do that, I'm going to just back away from the chair a little bit. Once again, bend that front knee. Bring the hands up. Strong lunge, and then we bring the hands down, here or here, straighten that front leg, and lean forward. When you lean forward, think about drawing the shoulder blades together on your back. And then bend the knee, release, and lunge. One more. Lunge to pyramid here. And then bend the knee, inhale, release your lunge, step forward, mountain pose. Couple energizing breaths here. And we'll go to the other side. So now we'll take the other foot back, opposite foot forward, bend into the forward leg, bending at the knee, stay here. And then we're going to put that back foot all the way down. I turn it out at a 45-degree angle. I want to be farther enough away from my chair so I don't hit it. Keep the fingers here if you like, or bring them up for lunge. And then we'll bring them down, straighten the front leg, and take that forward fold. Once again, shoulders come back, and then we bend into the knee and rise up. Using the strength of the body here, strengthen our legs, strengthen our back, and of course, the core. Inhale back up. Last one right here, pyramid pose. Let's hold it for a couple breaths. Shoulders back, belly in. And then release it. Release the hands and step it into your mountain pose. Deep breaths, long exhales here. So now we're going to separate our feet wide and turn one foot out towards the chair if you're on the side of the chair, or if you're here, you're just going to turn the foot out to be in line with your side body. I'm going to do it this way. Bend into that knee that's turned, the toes are turned out, and come into Warrior Two. Reaching the hands in opposite directions here. Feel the lift of the muscles from the hips, pelvic area, up into the abs, into the shoulders. And then we'll bring that front hand down to the thigh and take the other hand up over our ear, coming into a side angle pose. Keeping the shoulders stacked and maybe taking the gaze up to the sky. Let's come on back to that Warrior Two. Inhale, reach in opposite directions. And then exhale and come into side angle. A lot of strength here, holding the legs steady, drawing the muscles in towards midline, and then a stretch right here on that side from that back foot, all the way out through the fingertips, into the ribs and chest, and then back to Warrior Two. Release the arms, pivot and step it in. Other side, right? So I'm going to face the chair here, separate my feet, and I'm going to turn the other foot out now and bend into that knee and come into our warrior position here. Now remember, you can always put a hand on the chair. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see my position here. Draw the shoulders back so they help you hold the arms up. And then we'll bring this hand down, take that back hand up over the ear. The legs stay strong and steady. And we get that nice deep stretch in the side and out through the shoulders and arms. Again, side angle. And then come up into Warrior Two. One more. And Warrior Two. Release the arms, touch your chair, pivot the foot, step it into your mountain pose. Take the arms up, press the palm to palm, and we'll take a side stretch here. Over to one side, reaching out, long, long stretch here. Come back to center and take it to the other side. Stretch, stretch, stretch through the body here. And back to center and bring the hands down in front of your heart and press, strengthening the shoulders here. Nice big inhale, exhale, and release it. Back to our chair pose right here, just for a couple breaths. So we push the booty back, bend into the knees, lift the heart and gaze. And then reach high up, press palm to palm, take that side stretch, up to center, over to the other side, and then releasing the hands down. We'll come back into the chair now. Sitting again about halfway into the chair. We're going to keep one foot on the floor and bring the other foot to that thigh. Keep the knee over the bottom supporting foot, coming into figure four. Shoulders are engaged a little, so we draw them back just enough to lift our spine and ribs here. Take a nice deep breath. And then we'll cross that leg over. We could cross it here at the top, or just put the foot back down, crossing at the ankle. And we're going to take Lord of the Fish. So whatever knee's on top, you're going to turn towards that knee, turn towards that thigh, and pull the shoulders back a little. You can keep your hands on the thigh, on the side of the chair. I'm going to add on here, though, a little bit more twisting. So the hand that's on the side of the leg that's on top goes back. The other arm can come forward. And once again, stretching the arms in opposite directions creates strength and stability in the core. And that's what we're after today. How do we get that strength and that stability together in our daily lives, so that when we walk or we move around or bike ride or whatever activity you do, pickleball, we're going to exhale here. We're just going to untwist first and then release the feet and lift the heels. So all those activities require a little bit of stability and strength, and we get that in our practice of yoga. Other side, so once again, we're going to cross at the ankle, opposite foot in front, or we bring it to the opposite thigh. And we sit tall here and we breathe once again from the base of the spine up, lifting the ribs, keeping it steady right here for a few more breaths. And on an exhale, release. Cross at the ankles or cross at the knees. Take the hands to the top leg. On the side of the leg, we lift and twist. Maybe we send that outside arm back, the other arm forward, and we stretch between the arms, giving a little more lift and a little more twist here. Holding the twist, reaching the arms out to create the strength to hold it. One more breath. And then slowly release the upper body, and then release the legs. And this time tap your toes a little. Make a noise. And then we'll separate the feet here so that the thighs are around the corners of your chair, still sitting relatively tall. We'll lower our chest into that space and release one arm down and circle. And circle in the other direction. And then we'll do that on the other side. So sit tall, draw the ribs up, lean into that space just a little. Release the other arm now and circle. And in the other direction. And then rise up here, nice and tall. Squeeze the shoulders back and then drop just one shoulder right in front of you, crossing over. Feel that stretch in your back. Hold it here for a couple breaths. And then rise up. And remember, you want a little squeeze in the back to hold you steady in the chair. Other shoulder comes forward. Feet are pressing into the earth. And we only want to come as far as we start to feel that stretch in the back, and then we hold it. And we lift it. back and up, and we heel toe those feet in. Rock side to side here. And then take our hands up, bring them out into that goalpost and look up. And then bring them to neutral and bring the elbows forward again and back. Maybe now add that cat-cow, so we round when the shoulders come forward, and we lift as the shoulders go back, using the arms as the lever to do the work in our shoulders. One more. Adding that cat-cow just brings that strength into the spine. Release the hands down once again. Take a nice big inhale here. Wiggle your fingers and lower them down. So we did a lot with the shoulders, so let's stretch that out. Taking one arm across the body. I hold it here. You don't have to, but I do. Palm is up, and we lift the ribs. And we'll do that on the other side. Just bring the arm across the body. Palm is up. And then release it and push it out and circle. Working with strength now here. Arms are nice and straight. Circle in the other direction. And then pat the palms forward. 1, 2, 3. Pat them down. Pat them back. Pat them up. Fingertips to our shoulders, circle the elbows. And circle in the other direction. Release the hands down and lift one leg. You can lace behind the thigh or on the knee. And you're going to just draw that in. Lift the ribs to meet the leg. And then release it down. We'll do that on the other side. A deep stretch here. Could be here. And you're just lifting that in, but you're not rounding into cat. No, you're lifting the ribs here, trying to bring that knee in a little deeper. That gives you that nice deep stretch in the back of the hip. Release it down. Let's do it again on each side. Sort of, my knee comes sort of towards the outside of the body or the arm, rather than towards the heart. And then we release that one. We'll do it on the other side. So what do I mean by that? This would be trying to draw it towards the heart, and it doesn't go as far. So taking it out a little bit gives you that range of motion to bring it up a little higher. And then we release it down. Take a nice big inhale here. Rain the fingers down. Come to mountain. Sitting tall. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Take a couple breaths here. In and out through the nose and soften the body and just kind of observe, where do you feel your practice today? Then closing your eyes or glancing down at your fingertips. Rub the palms together. Hover them over those closed eyes. And let the warmth soften the face and jaw. And then open your eyes into that heat energy, bring them back to your heart, and bow to yourself for your great work today. Say, thank you, body. Great work. Thank you for joining me for Chair Yoga. See you next time. Namaste.